Well, did you know anxiety is a valid condition for disability benefits? Disability and injury lawyer Kotak joins us with more. And it's also a reason that a lot of insurance claims or disability claims are denied.
Yes, exactly. So, it's sort of that invisible illness, anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder. There really isn't the testing in terms of x-rays and MRIs that you could do to say, hey, this person has this condition. It's based on subjective complaints to a physician or family doctor or psychiatrist. So these claims, unfortunately, are much easier to deny. And we do find that many of these claims get denied. It's a valid condition, of course, but unfortunately, we do see a lot of denials.
And I can imagine that would only add to the anxiety.
Yeah. One of the reasons for denial, the insurers will say there's insufficient medical evidence. And sometimes they say there's a lack of treatment. And unfortunately, one of the cornerstones, one of the part of mental illness is, in fact, that depression, not wanting to talk about it, not wanting to follow through with treatment. But I would always recommend that you do so for the sake of helping yourself to get better, but also for dealing with a claim that you might have as well.
Mm-hmm. What's kind of the criteria
yeah.
for anxiety and for not just having it, but okay, I can't work as a result of it?
Right. So, the disability plans are based on an insurance policy. Usually it's a group plan, and they define disability usually in two different ways. For the first 2 years, it's whether or not you're disabled from performing the essential tasks of your employment. After that, it's whether you're disabled or totally disabled performing any gainful occupation that you're suited by way of education, training, or experience. A crucial form that needs to be filled out is the physician statement, and it's important that the doctor not only lists the diagnosis of what condition you have, but also address how it affects your ability to work. So it's really a contract. Everything boils down to, do you meet that definition of disability?
Mm-hmm. We were talking earlier, economic anxiety or
yes.
anxiety over economic conditions with the trade, the tariff and everything
yes.
is a real issue right now at a lot of manufacturing plants.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing that too. So, anxiety can have many causes. There could be workplace stress with individuals you work with customers. There could be childhood experiences. There could be family related, and it could be just a general condition where factors such as economics play a role. And we're seeing more and more of that. We saw that during COVID. The anxiety during the pandemic, and also after the fact, having to get
return to work,
not just return to work, but return to work with other people in a group setting where that may have caused anxiety before. So certainly that gives rise to a lot of claims. One sort of pointer I would give, that in order to be covered under your disability policy, you need to be actively working at the time your disability arises. So if it's a situation where you're struggling, but now you get let go, whether it be because of tariffs, if you're in the auto industry, or whatever it may be, if you don't make the claim in a timely manner while you're still employed, then you will not get coverage for your disability unless you can prove after the fact your disability arose while you recover. So that's sort of a pointer in terms of timing of making a claim.
Okay, so reach out for help if you need it, and get that ball rolling now then.
Yeah, if certainly there's a stigma to this, but if you have anxiety and depression, don't be afraid to get help and make the appropriate claims you need to do to look after yourself.
Okay, Nanish, thanks so much for covering this. It's a lot of people are dealing with this right now. So we'll get all your links up on our website at chch.com/morninglive.